Now, what can happen is he goes for the choke, I start bringing the arm across and he goes for an armbar on me. So he gets hold of the arm, comes around, and now we're in an armbar, and now we have to look at armbar defense. So if you remember last week, our techniques were cross choke into armbar. Now we're learning to defend both the cross choke and the armbar. If I'm fortunate enough to land in this position, the first thing I want to do is tie my arm here. Defending armbars is all about keeping your arm anchored. Okay? If there's a separation between my arms, it's like an open circuit and he can finish the armbar. I must get some sort of connection here so I can keep my arm in a bend. As he lifts his hips, watch what happens to my arm. It straightens out and then I end up tapping. So if I get hold of it, I not only need to join the connection, I need to keep it bent back here. The closer my arm gets to this angle, the safer I am. And the more opened out my arm gets, the worse position I'm in. Okay? I can't do this just on my own with one arm though, because he's just going to pull it straight back down. So if I go here and I go, oh, defend the armbar, he's just going to yank it back down. He's got two arms, I've got one. So we must make the numbers match. I must have two against his two. So I join in and I grab and I pull my hand up here. But if I can help it, it's much better grip to go to the elbow and then pull it up here and grip on the back. Now if he tries to extend, I can hug that leg to me and he can't get that armbar. Do you see that, guys? I can hold it here. Now the next big problem I want to deal with is the fact that he's lifting his hips up. So as he extends with the armbar, I need to shut that down. So what I'm going to do, look, if we go back down to this here, I'm going to stack him forward and put my leg up behind him. Do not put this leg up. You will get swept over. Okay? So as I go here, look, I'm going to go here and grab. He maybe lifts up for the armbar. I'm just going to lean him forward. I'm going to take my head over his, and I'm going to step behind him and wedge against his back like this. Now what I'm going to do is the first one we're going to try, I'm just going to shuffle my shoulders and pull my arm free. Keep hold of this, keep the weight down on him. Otherwise, triangle's going to come straight in there. Okay? So look, keep this. Now look, I reach through, cross grip the collar, and I pull on these two grips as I drop my leg back, putting the weight of my hip on him and rotating round into the pass. Okay. So look, we're coming in here. He goes for a cross choke. I defend, but he grabs my arm and switches to the armbar. As soon as he comes around, tie it off, lean him forward, and this is one rule to remember if you remember anything from tonight. Keep his legs compressed to his head. Do not let him stretch out. Compress him down and step here. Now look, shuffle your shoulders, pull that arm free. Reach across and put your hip on here. So sprawl on him like that. And rotate through in the pass. Doesn't always work to get the arm. Sometimes getting the arm out is really difficult. So as he comes around here, back forward. And if he's really got hold of it tight and I can't do it, it's really hard to pull the arm out. So one thing I can do, look, is pull him backwards on his side. Now it's much more difficult for him to finish that armbar, yeah, because he needs to stretch me out. And when I'm at this angle, if he starts stretching now, and my elbow starts to slip, you see. Now I pull his knee to the floor here, and it's easier to pull my elbow through. You see this arm here? Look, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull my arm out, and again, it's the same pass across there, and I just turn in and pass. Okay, so we're here. He goes for the cross choke. As I come in and defend, he switches to an armbar. Straight away, close the circuit. If you can ever get your hand in here, this is the ultimate defense, because you can now push back against his legs. And you step forward, and you step up behind here. Often though, this can be tricky to get because his legs are so tight. So often you have to settle for this on the outside. Now let's stack him, get the knee behind, take him knee to nose, and I just shake your shoulders till you can slip the shoulder and the elbow. Once the elbow's out, you're clear. Pull it out, but don't lift up. You'll go straight into the triangle. Stay down, keep the weight on him, reach through, grab the other side of the collar, and now pull and put your hip on him, and turn, and pass it. Okay guys, is that making sense to everyone, yeah? Really straightforward, just observe those principles. Keep him compressed, don't let him stretch up, keep the circuit of your arms closed, keep the weight down on him, pull your arm out, but don't try and pull your arm out by doing this classic mistake. People try and pull their arm out and going up, yeah? Like that, and he just extends the arm bar. Keep him down, but pull your arm back like that with your shoulder. When we get in a position here, he comes around, come up, I secure my arm first, then second of all, I change this posture. I drive forward and I put him here. He wants me to be here and him to be here, and I do this. But the one thing I do not do is extend up. That's when he can extend my arm out. It's the worst thing you can do. With a triangle, you go up. With an arm bar, you go down. This is why the triangle arm bar is so effective, because you lift up to defend the triangle and then get the arm bar. So look, I keep him here. Okay? Wiggle my arm free if it's working. Often I find it really hard to get the arm out here, especially when they clamp really hard. So I walk back a bit and draw his hip down. Now I can free the arm a lot easier. And I grab around here and I walk round. Now as I've got this arm already in the throat, I keep the grip and I just walk my hand under. I get the back of his collar here and I come down and start applying the bread cutter that takes anyone's head off apart from his. Okay? Just line up.